What's up, everybody? In the car again, thinking and driving. I've been wrong before, and I'm going to be wrong again at some point. This video is going to be about a time that I was wrong. I'm not sure how many of you out there are gamers. I'm guessing more than 5 would be my guess. More than 5 of you actively play video games. Assuming that's a fair bet. I'm assuming more than 5 of you have at least heard of, if not played, Dead Space 2. Dead Space 2, to me, was one of the most excited I've been for a game in a very long time. Dead Space 1 just really, really impressed me. I loved the absolute hell out of it. So when Dead Space 2 was coming out, and it came out so quick after the first one, man, I was pumped. I did the thing that I do with movies, where I tried not to watch a single trailer. I'm like, I just want to go in blind. I just want to just sit down and enjoy Dead Space 2. Game starts up, and it has this moment of Isaac in a hospital. And I'm like, I cracked it. Man, I'm so smart. Look at me go. And I thought I had it right out of the gate. This whole game is going to be severely messed up. This game is going to be your Isaac had a mental breakdown while fighting a horde of, I forget what they're called, zombie things where you have to shoot their limbs off in the first game. And you just snapped. And in the second game, they find you and you wake up and, oh God, they're here. I gotta get back out my plasma cutter and I gotta start fucking these things up. And as the game goes on, you're going to start getting glimpses. This is what I was thinking. You're going to get glimpses that, in fact, they didn't follow you to the ship. Isaac is just crazy, and he is murdering everyone. And the entire space station is like, oh my God, we have a mass murderer on board. This Isaac guy, he is killing all of us. And it's like this horrible tragedy about trauma and how you need to deal with trauma. And I was so positive that's where the game was going. I was very proud of myself for cracking the case. Lo and behold, I was wrong. That wasn't where the game was going. It was just, they invaded that space station. You got to stop them there. Still a great game. Still a ton of fun. I still think I like the first one a little bit more. I never played the remake. I don't really play video game remakes all that often because I already played them. And I'm good. I had fun with what they were. And I'm not against video game remakes. I actually think that it's a great way to introduce old games to new audiences, especially when there's been some quality of life adjustments that, we used to take for granted back in the day. Like, this is just how it is. And we've learned since then that, no, this is actually can be better. And I really, really appreciate the remakes for that. It's just that a lot of times the remakes are games I've already played, and the quality of life isn't really going to do much to get me back in it. I think that's fine. I think everyone else thinks that's fine. It's going to be a short video. I just thought that's kind of a fun little like, oh yeah, I was really wrong about that. But I want to hear from you. What games or movies or TV shows were you just dead wrong about? I love seeing this sort of thing. I love seeing all the back when WandaVision was on, all the guesses of this is how the X-Men are coming in, man. It's gonna be Mephisto. Everyone get ready. Nope. Mephisto's a boner joke. That wasn't anything. No X-Men. Nope. None of that. We're gonna get some Theseus ships of the night quotes from a character we won't see again for basically a decade. And that's it. So we're all wrong. It's happened a lot with Peacemaker Season 2. That just ended. A lot of people are like, look in that door. That's Queen Brainiac. Brainiac's coming through. Nope. His brother's going to come through. Nope. GI robots coming in. Nope. We're all wrong. We're all just hysterically wrong. I love seeing that sort of thing play out in real time. Not because it's like I like seeing people be wrong, but because I like seeing a fandom bubble up and get excited about stuff. That said, I still would rather binge 90% of TV shows, if not 95, 99% of TV shows, as opposed to waiting week to week where we can get that sort of guesses, because I'd rather just watch the show. But, that's fine. That's a different conversation, because this conversation is, when were you wrong? So sound off in those comments. Let us know. When were you wrong? Were you as wrong as I was about Dead Space 2? Were you wrong about different games? Did you think, Arthur Morgan was going to fly a spaceship in Red Dead 2? I don't know. What do you got? Let me know. Link, like, subscribe, all that other stuff. See you.